Greetings, Twin Flames. This is Lucida of Twin Flame RX, and I'm here on Monday, March 26th, 2018, with your weekly reading for Twin Flames for this time period between now and April 1st, which is Sunday, Easter Sunday. I want to thank you all for joining, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. So if you haven't subscribed, you may want to for some great content. I try to post now at least once a week. I'm going to increase my posting. I've been feeling kind of under the weather, ill, ascension symptoms possibly, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I've been permanently on this twin flame journey and mission to help twins. I'm a psychic, intuitive tarot reader and angelic healer. I do infinity and Reiki healings, and I provide readings for clients. I do this every day, every single day. You can find me at www.twinflamerx.com on the Instant Go app, and my name there is Lucida, Lucida, or you can look for me in the description box below. There's tons of ways to contact me. So let's start with this affirmation here from the Angel Affirmation Calendar by Doreen Virtue. This is a twin flame reading, again, for the upcoming week for all twin flames, so take the parts that resonate and leave what's not resonating behind. The affirmation is, in my repetitive thoughts and feelings, I clearly hear the guidance of God and the angels. So being with your beloved twin flame is one of the goals of this journey, but listening to the voice of God and being directed by God, by the angels, is a way to become one with God, become one with yourself, and that will lead you to a true connection with your beloved. So you must have a good relationship with our Creator, God, Source. Some of you might call it the universe, but I believe in God, and basically the connection with God is the first connection, then the connection with myself and connection with my beloved. I do have some great updates about my twin flame journey that I do want to share, but I'll make a new video about that probably within the next week or so. I'll be sharing some awesome news. So let's get started. I'm going to shuffle the cards, asking Divine Source, God, to give us messages about our twin flame journey for the upcoming week, what we or our twin may be experiencing, or both of us may be experiencing along the journey. We'll be using the Revelation Tarot by Zach Wang and doing a Celtic Cross Tarot spread. I also have already prayed, meditated, and shuffled, and you can see that there's some cards out there for the overall general energies of the Divine Masculine, Feminine union, and then other cards as well. At the very end of this reading, I will be administering some Reiki healing energy, so if you don't wait to the end of my readings, you may want to. I always, or for the longest time, I can't remember when I started doing this, but I've been on YouTube for a year and a half already, so I've been sending Reiki healing at the end of the video for you, your beloved, and your union. So you may want to stay to the end. Okay, so I cut the deck, and the bottom of the deck energy is the overall energy for twins for the upcoming week, and that energy is 3 of Wands. So this is a very passionate energy, a very fiery energy. You could even see it in the card. This is you, your beloved, and the divine, or you, your beloved, and that third energy that is created when you merge together. Or it's the inspiration, or it's your children, but it really is this fusion of yourself and your beloved, and your passion for each other and your passion for the divine. That is the overall energy of this upcoming week. So again, connecting with Source is a great way to listen more to your higher self, or be able to connect with your higher self, because your higher self is connected to Source. So that's what you want to kind of tap into. And when you're connected to your higher self, or you bring your higher self into your 3D construct body, that is when you are knowing and feeling that your twin is within you. And so you have everything you need inside of you. let's look at the situation card for the upcoming week. Wow, we have the death card. So this means that we have a death of the old ways, a death of something like a pattern, maybe a karmic cycle, maybe limiting thought patterns or limiting beliefs that have kept us or our twin from moving forward on this journey and, with each other into a perfect and harmonious union. What we have here is the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is what's crossing the death with the rebirth energy, and this means that there's balance. So balance is either bringing us into this rebirth energy or it's inhibiting that. But I think in this case, it's balance is what we want to obtain after we get rid of old limiting beliefs and patterns, and then we want to balance into a good energy after we integrate or make room for new energies to come in. So there's a balance that needs to be maintained within us and within our union with our beloved. Looks like the Four of Cups is the overarching energy for the upcoming week. This looks like a little bit of instability in love. So, you may be feeling a little unstable or unsure of yourself. And when that happens, what you need to do again is tap into your heart space, realize that you have everything that you need within you. And if you want to connect to pure divine source love and think about Easter Sunday coming up, the Christ consciousness energy is what you want to be tapping into. And when you truly feel that Christ love, then you're going to be able to extend that to your beloved and they'll feel it for you as well. Okay, what we have to work with this upcoming week is a stabilization of emotions being shown here with the Six of Swords. So in the recent past, we may have been in an energy that was a little bit less stable emotionally, but now we're moving into a more stable emotional ground. So we were in Pisces energy, and Pisces is, really flowing. Emotions are flowing, but we're moving away from that. Now we're in the Aries energy of moving forward, getting things done, accomplishing tasks and being more action-oriented. In the recent past, we have the Nine of Wands energy, so we were moving full force ahead toward our beloved, toward our desires, toward our missions and purposes on this journey, but we were kind of like still protecting ourselves, as you can see from this card's images here. What's going to happen in the near future is the Empress energy. So both divine masculine and feminine counterparts are tapping more into their divine feminine nature and their nurturing side of themselves and their emotional and spiritual side. And this Gaia energy is showing up here too as well. So connecting with nature is going to be important in the next few days. And for those of us in North America, it's spring, so we are experiencing a rebirth as well of Gaia. The, birds are singing, there's flowers blossoming, there's leaves growing on the trees, the grass is getting greener. So basically, we can tap into that rebirth energy by connecting with Mother Earth or Gaia. Now, how we see ourselves is Two of Wands. So we see ourselves as really being passionate for our journey and for our beloved twin flame, and that, we're really paving the way toward what we want, toward our future, toward our mission and union together with our beloved. How others see us as maybe just briefly for the last, week or so that we may have been wearing a false self mask, or maybe our beloved is. Maybe they're hiding behind the 3D trappings and, not really being their authentic self. So that could pertain to them possibly and not you. But you may have fallen back into ego a bit, and that's okay. On the journey, it happens. Just remember that being your authentic self and true to yourself is very important. What you're hoping for is that you'll be a spiritual warrior, that you'll be able to battle off, your enemies, which your enemies could be your negative thinking patterns and anything that's blocking you and your beloved from coming into union together. And the outcome for this upcoming week is that you will be victorious, moving toward your goal, cutting away anything that's unnecessary. The Knight of Swords is basically, you see, stamping on their enemy, moving forward toward their goals. So this could be either you or your beloved or the both of you moving toward each other, moving toward higher stages of awakening, moving toward each other on the path, joining each other, moving forward on your mission. You know, it's going to be different for every twin pair, but the results here, this outcome is pretty positive. The Knight of Swords is also one that is not worried about, is being brave pretty much, and, you know, going for what they want and not worried about what others are thinking and feeling, kind of just going toward their goal without abandon, without looking back. And so that's what you and or your beloved are going to be doing this week. Okay, so let's take a look at the other cards here. We have cards for the 5D and 3D energy. These are the romance angels for the divine feminine on this side. So the 5D, the soul energy of the divine feminine for this upcoming week, is reminding us to love ourselves first. So the divine feminine needs to remember that their self-respect makes them more romantically attracted. So their soul is going to be urging them to remember to love themselves first. And from there is where the love from their beloved will come, because only until you love yourself can someone else truly love you back. And in the 3D, the mind and the heart of the divine feminine is going to be thinking about and focused on wedding, knowing that their divine counterpart is their spiritual marriage partner, and they're going to be wanting in a 3D that spiritual bond to manifest into a real actual wedding. And it may just do that for some. For some, there may be, you know, talk of this. If you're in communication with your beloved, there may be proposals coming, there may be actual weddings coming. But in either case, always know that no matter what's going on in the physical realm, you're married in other dimensions to your beloved. So in all the other dimensions, you're spiritually bonded, married, your souls are married to each other. What we have here is the Divine Masculines cards. Divine Masculines' 5D energy is urging them, or their soul's energy is urging them to keep an open mind, because their soulmate or twin flame may differ from their usual type and expectation. So they're going to be, you know, realizing that there's something special about their beloved, and, you know, this energy from the soul is going to be realized by the mind of the divine masculine. And the mind of the divine masculine, or 3D energy, is trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So the divine masculine may not know for sure why they're so drawn to their beloved, but their soul is telling them to keep an open mind. And their heart, their 3D energy, their heart and even their mind is realizing that the situation is calling for them to have faith. And so that's why they may be moving a little slower than, you know, we may want them to, if we're the feminine watching for the masculine. Or maybe the masculine is hesitating and doesn't know why, and that's because they needed to come to an understanding that this bond was super important to their life's purpose and trust in it. So to move forward on the journey toward their divine counterpart. For the union, so both twins are going to be, their souls are going to be urging them to heal family issues. So this is the 5D energy. And it says your love life benefits when you forgive your parents. So when you forgive your parents for, you know, things that may have happened that caused blocks for you that you had to clear, you know, forgiving parents is what your soul is saying to do, no matter how hard it may be. You don't have to forget, but forgiving is not for them. It's really for you, and it's for your connection, for your twin flame union to manifest in the 3D. The 3D, for both twins, the energy of the mind and heart is true love, knowing that this is the romance of a lifetime. This partner, this divine counterpart, is the one that you've waited your entire life for, and you're possibly feeling that you're phase of waiting at this time for them. But rest assured, when you love yourself, when all the blocks are cleared, when you heal your family issues, you will be in position for manifesting your twin flame union. Okay, what I'm going to do now is read a couple of other cards. We have the Miracles Now card. So Miracles Now for the upcoming week. This card's by Gabrielle Bernestein. It is, when in doubt, I choose to see peace. So peace is very important to your well-being. Peace is a very high vibration. It's a higher vibration than unconditional love. It's higher than that and close to illumination. So when you are in meditation and prayer, and when you find that inner sense of peace, that's when you could truly hear the voice of God or the angels or spirit or even your higher self. So go into that meditative state whenever you're in doubt. Choose to see and feel peace, and you will feel divine guidance then. So that's an important message for this upcoming week. We have a message from the Lover's Oracle, from your beloved to you. And it says soulmate. So I believe that twin flames are a type of soulmate. It says your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So even if you have never met your twin flame, believe that they're with you in spirit, and they're going to manifest physically. And this is a message from your twin's higher self to you. So even if you do know them, believe that they are there for you, that you're connected, and they're going to manifest. You just need to trust. You need to believe. You need to trust and believe. So I have two more cards. This is the Kuan Yin Oracle. Kuan Yin, the compassionate, feminine goddess, deity, ascended master, says, we have Sisters of the Star Blossoms. Whilst we each take our own journey to divine bliss and truth, we have soul friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us find our way home with the least suffering and greatest joy. When we allow ourselves to be helped, we help others too. It is a spiral of support and love that wishes to connect more with you now. So Kuan Yin is saying, be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to feel those connections with your soul family and allow for support. Allow yourself to receive support from your soul family at this time. And even from your 3D family, just anyone that loves you. They're there for a reason. They're helping you to experience this journey in a more positive way. Finally, for this week, we end with the message from Archangel Michael. Remember, Archangel Michael is a protector. He is the angel closest to God. He's the angel that protects all light workers and twin flames. Archangel Michael wants us to know that the person that you have been inquiring about, that you have been thinking about, that you have been focused on while I've been doing this reading for you is trustworthy. And we're going to end with this prayer, and I'm also going to be sending you some Reiki healing for both yourself and your twin and your union to manifest miraculously through this beautiful week, this Easter week, where at the end of it we have the Christ consciousness coming through. So we're going to end with this prayer again. Thank you for helping us, Archangel Michael, to have faith so that we can open our hearts wider in our relationships. We are grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in our lives, that you wouldn't allow untrustworthy people in, that you would only bring in those that are truly for our divine purpose. And maybe in the past there were some untrustworthy people, but we learned from them, and now we're ready for our true beloved to come through. So I'm sending you some Reiki healings so that you may experience Christ consciousness this week and always, so that your heart and your beloved's heart and your unified heart for your union comes to levels and new levels of love, joy, peace, harmony, and illumination. Many blessings. Namaste.